Hello, comic book fans. Today I have Monsters Unleashed, the hardcover edition, and this collects issues 1 to 5 of that miniseries that came out earlier in 2017. And this is a giant, oversized edition of the book. I actually didn't know that when I ordered it. And just to give you a comparison of how big it is, I have my Civil War II hardcover edition here. And that's how big, just give you an idea how big the Monsters Unleashed one is. It's a kind of fun idea considering it's a book about giant monsters to put it in a giant sized book. And the thing I loved about this is it just really lets the artwork shine, really pops off the page. Now, a lot of the monsters you see in here are classic Marvel monsters that were, from the 50s, 60s, 70s. And a lot of those stories were collected in the Marvel's Monster Bus that I did a video of on. I did video of Volume 1. Volume 2 is coming out after this book here. So those are two books that would be good to pick up if you like this and you like the monsters, so you can read the original stories of them in those. And the storyline is, I'll just keep it simple. It's pretty simple to begin with. It's, a bunch of giant monsters start appearing around the Earth, and the X-Men, the Avengers, and humans, Guardians of the Galaxy, pretty much most of the Marvel's universe comes out to stop these giant monsters from destroying the world. And then they go on trying to discover what's bringing all these monsters about and how they can stop them. So that's basically the story of it. I don't really want to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil anything. It's definitely one of the better things, in my opinion, that Marvel has put out in a while, like in terms of just one-off specials or special storylines. This was just an insane amount of fun to read. One of those things that just doesn't take itself seriously and just has a lot of fun with. You can just tell like everyone involved in this book, in this series, was just having a blast creating it. You can see here just me holding my phone making this video. It's hard to fit this book into frame. It's so big. And just look how gorgeous the artwork is when it's on these huge pages. Kind of like that big damn Sin City that they released that collected the entire series in a giant phone book, basically. That's definitely something you should check out too. And this was cheap. I pre-ordered this from Amazon, and I only paid $38, I believe. The price now is at $58, so I pre-order a lot of books off Amazon because they seem to, when you order them really early, they kind of sometimes they underprice them, and then they'll go on sale for like a day or two or something, and you always get the cheapest price that pops up. So I've gotten a lot of books that way, really cheap through Amazon. But even at full price, I would say this book's worth it. Just, it's not very expensive considering like just how big this thing is. And it's really nice quality. The pages are really thick. The binding, there's spots where you can see the threads in there. But it does, like, there you go. See there? There's quite a few spots in this book that you can see that. But it's, then again, I'm not going to complain because then in these big splash pages, you're not losing any of the artwork in the middle. I mean, because then it just looks like a giant poster you could hang on your wall. That's great. And I just love these giant monster designs. I talked about them quite a bit in my Monsters Bus Volume 1 review. This book is just too perfect for me. Giant monsters and Marvel superheroes fighting. I mean, two of my favorite things as a kid. And as for the extras in the back of this book, there isn't too much. It's mostly just these like 50s style posters of all the monsters you see in here. And but they are like these are just super cool. And that's the Monsters Unleashed giant-sized hardcover edition. A really good quality book, a really fun read, good price on it. It's not too expensive. I mean, the suggested retail price is $50 US, 63 Canadian. Of course, you can find it cheaper in some comic shops and Amazon especially. But it's either way, I would definitely say this is worth the price. Definitely one of the most fun things I've read in a long time. And if you like the monsters in this, I would highly recommend checking out Volume 1 of the Monster Bus, and Volume 2 is coming out in August of 2017. So that makes a nice little, so these all would make a nice little package to read together, just something fun. And that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks.